Hello, gents. My name is Oscar, and welcome to the Game Week 18 preview show. I have already hit the free hit button, so I'm going to talk about my free hit team in this video. I'm also going to talk a little bit about watch list and captaincy. So, this Game Week 18 is a blank game week, and it might be the game week from hell. I feel like that even before it has begun because there's so much uncertainty right now. And well, Big Man Bakar on Twitter said it best. He said, "What even is the point of planning in FPL anymore when all you're supposed to do is make last minute transfers anyway? And even that doesn't guarantee that the players you have will play anyway, given the recent trend of late/post deadline postponements. How much should we be planning? I can't decide that for you, but for me, I'm just going to leave my team as it is. And this team is right here on the screen somewhere, and I'm going to talk you through it. I think it's good to have a reserve plan, a backup plan. I got this idea from FPL Adama, and it was quite insightful actually. He has created this panic free hit draft in case the Spurs versus Aston Villa game is cancelled last minute. I really appreciate FPL Adama overall on Twitter as well as Big Man Bakar, so follow those two guys. But yeah, we all know how stressful it can be in the last minute. Like, it doesn't matter if it's team leaks or we get late news. So before we go into my team and why I have chosen these players, a quick look at the watch list where I pick one defender, one midfielder, and one attacker to look forward to owning potentially in the next couple of game weeks. First up, we have John Stones. If Chelsea wouldn't have scored that consolation goal in the 92nd minute, then John Stones would be on 6 straight clean sheets. That's right, for 5 million in FPL. And he's not just good like on a free hit chip, that's why he's on the watch list. He could be a gold mine going forward as well. Especially looking at the fixtures, City play 5 bottom half teams in the next 6. And let's briefly talk about the midfielder. I have picked Bukayo Saka. I love this player. I was close to getting him in my Game Week 1 team, but I was afraid of his minutes, so he was not in that team, but he will be in my free hit team. And with Arsenal's form, and this guy is like very important for them right now. It's like owning Sosek. You feel like it's a hack when he scores 11 points for 5 million. So right now, watch out for Saka. For the striker, I would have picked Aguero if I knew he was fit. He has great bookie odds for scoring a goal this week, but there's too much uncertainty around him in a game week full of uncertainty already. So not gonna go there, but could pay off if you are that ballsy. I have gone with Lacazette, who is on my free hit team. I think he's more of a free hit player. I just don't trust Arsenal yet. They have had a little bit of good results lately, and that's why he's a good 1 week punt in my opinion, but we'll see. He's on my watch list because I do have a little bit of faith that he might be good going forward as well, but one to keep an eye on regardless. So let's go through my free hit team. I have 0.5 cash in the bank, so we'll see. Probably gonna try to upgrade somewhere for a better bench or something, but this is it right now. I have gone for Stefan, the Manchester City backup goalie, who has played some games now that Ederson has had COVID. So that's a big doubt if Stefan stays in the team, and that might mess up a little bit of the structure. But anyway, the message here is have 2 Manchester City defenders. They are so good in defense right now, and when it comes to midfielders and attackers, there are a lot of assets that can replace Sterling, or maybe not KDB, because I think, well, KDB is just awesome to own, while Sterling is a little bit more inconsistent. If I don't go for Stefan, I'm not going to go for Ederson. I go for another Manchester City defender. And I don't fully trust Arsenal defensively, so I'm a little bit unsure about Tierney, but people really seem to rate him. And I like him too, but haven't seen him in quite a while. So we'll see if he stays as well. That spot is not nailed down. As I said, it might be a second Manchester City asset there. And then when it comes to first team players, we also have Stones and Wan-Bissaka. That's the plan right now. And I've already talked about Stones. Wan-Bissaka, he costs the same as De Gea, but it's a little bit easier to get a cheaper goalkeeper maybe. And Wan-Bissaka is also 0.1 cheaper than Maguire. So captaincy for me is between De Bruyne and Fernandes right now. They have about similar bookie odds when it comes to any time FPL return. I'm gonna put that on the site. So I'm gonna put that in the description below if you haven't watched that site. And yeah, those are the big hitters to own this week, I think. And apart from that, Rashford and Son. If I had to choose one, I think I would go Son just to have that Spurs representation. But I would really like to own them both for this week. There's so much value in like clean sheet and extra point for goal when it comes to midfielders. And that's one reason why I'm going to play 5 midfielders this week. They are just great value overall in FPL. And I've already talked about Saka and I've already talked about Lacazette a little bit. And at last we have Harry Kane. I mean, it's not a big deal if you can't afford Kane. This team is obviously like quite expensive, a little bit over average. My team value is like 1.5 and squad value around 103. So if you want to downgrade somewhere in this squad, I would actually downgrade Kane. Or maybe Son to Grealish, or Kane to Wilson Watkins. So those are my free hit thoughts. Hope you enjoyed this video and this new format when you see me talking. And if you did, please let me know. And thank you for watching. Take care.